Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Silvia and today I would be talking with Ray about our own trading styles and strategies. I would explain my own swing trading strategy and Ray would explain his day trading strategy. So we have completely different styles and I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned.
Hey Ray, how are you doing?
Hey, doing good, Sylvia. Doing good. How was your trading week?
Good, it was pretty good so far. I didn't trade a lot, I made a swing trade and I'm happy with the result.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, everything is going fine. How was your week?
Good, good. I had a good week. I was not that it matters too much, but I was, four green days, one red day, so it was nice.
Great.
And pretty
Yeah,
not stressful, which I like. You know what I mean?
that's cool. That's always good.
Not nice and easy-ish. So I'm always grateful when the weeks are like that. Because it's not always
Yeah,
like that.
that's true.
So yeah. Real nice stress-free trades for the most part. How about for yourself? Did you day traded a little bit, right? This week?
Yeah, so exactly. So I'm basically day trading, but just a little bit. I'm not day trading a lot because my main strategy is swing trading. So some of the people out there wanted us to talk about our strategies and styles. And yeah, I thought I would just explain how I'm trading and you can explain after that how is your trading style, what are you focusing on,
Mhm.
and the people would get probably a little bit of better understanding for everything.
Yeah, for
And yeah, so basically I'm swing trading most of the time, and it just started. I started with day trading, by the way. It was a while ago, so I started day trading, and at some point I just realized I don't have so much time. So I started traveling a lot, and then I started some different projects which I love to work on, and I was like, okay, if I want to do all of that, I have to focus on something where I don't have to stick in front of the computer like hours every day.
right.
And yeah, that was basically the turn on how I started swing trading. And yeah, at the beginning, I was just swing trading more on the chart, so basically based on technical analysis. So I didn't even paid attention a lot to the fundamentals or to the companies.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, at some point I just realized, wow, there are some companies out there which make really huge moves. So I was impressed, and I was like, they were they had they have to have some kind of good fundamentals or good earnings, or I don't know. I just wanted to see why some companies are making such a huge moves compared to other. So yeah, like for example, Shopify or some other names like Doku, which I traded this week. And I started researching, and that's how I developed my swing trading strategy basically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm looking for stocks which have earnings per share growth over the past years. I'm
Okay.
looking for sales growth and also some other fundamentals, of course. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically looking how many institutions are invested in this stock. Is the stock bought by a lot of institutions in the past quarters or years? And yeah, just basically a combination of all that and some other fundamentals, of course, and combination of the chart. And it's just basically support and resistance on the daily chart. So that's what I'm looking for. If
Okay.
I see the stock is going, let's say, into a support area, I'm looking to buy. And if yeah, I normally don't short them.
And you know, sure. Yeah. So, a question I have for you, Sylvia, is how did you go about learning fundamental analysis and how to approach it? Because I see a lot of people, or I know people, it's I feel like it's easily misapplied
Yeah.
when analyzing. So, how do you go about it the correct way, and how do you learn?
Yeah, it's a long story actually. So first of all, I one of in the past I studied economics also,
Okay. Cool.
and so that gave me a little bit of better understanding about the company statements and all that stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I started to researching and to research how can I read SEC files and earnings of the companies, and it's just basically a lot of trying and learning on my own myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a long process, as you know.
Yeah. Sure. Well, it was so long process. Was it frustrating? I'm imagining maybe some frustration along the way.
Yeah, sure. Because you never know what are you doing wrong and what you're doing right. So it's just basically I have to go over the past and make my own, reevaluate my own trades and own decisions, what went good, what went wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, like I said, I'm focusing on the fundamentals and on the chart. But in market like that, that doesn't help much because even if you have the best companies,
Right.
I mean, they all crashed like 30% the last weeks. So you need, if you apply that strategy, what I'm using, for example, you really need a bull market, and in bear market, I'm not messing with that. So I'm very conservative about buying a stock right now.
Right. Well, yeah, that was funny. That was what I was going to ask you, because I know you don't short very often, maybe a little bit. So like when we are in like, bearish conditions, are you just more staying on the sidelines, not participating, or like what's your strategy? Like how do you handle that environment?
Yeah, so I'm doing basically a lot of hedging. I started buying puts before all that happened, so that helped me to hedge a little bit of my positions. And of course, I have here and there some shorts, but that's more for hedging. So I'm not really aggressively shorting anything.
Okay.
And it's basically, I have a reason behind that. It's just, if you think about, the market is going up in the past years, like market goes up like 70% in the time. So I'm always thinking, why should I short and go against that when I have an edge? If the market goes 70% up, I just have to be there in the bull market, pick the right stocks and just go with the flow. That's how I think.
Yeah, easy game. Yeah, no, that's good.
Well, not easy, but
no, I say it jokingly. I say it jokingly. So when I hear people say they swing trade, I feel like it could be a broad statement. Like what's the duration? What's the length that you're trading in?
That's a good one, really, because a lot of people ask me that question, and it is interesting. Sometimes I have, like, this week I traded Dokyo. I don't know if you saw in chat.
Yeah.
So I bought. I think it was on Tuesday or something, or Monday. I don't know, but it went straight up like 20% in 2 days, and I just started selling on the way up because, in this market, I don't want to hold too long. And if a stock like that makes such a great move, I don't need to overstay that. And after that, it dropped, which was a good decision for me.
Right.
That I covered. So it depends. Like I said, this week it was 2 days. Normally it could take like 1 week, 2 weeks, couple of months. I have another account where I'm doing more investing, so I hold some positions there for years. So I don't touch them. And it just really depends. But those swings normally between a couple of weeks to months, and
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, I guess like the last thing I have to ask you is how do you go about like blending technical analysis with fundamental analysis, or do you like rely on fundamentals a little bit more than technicals?
I would say more technicals, actually. So I'm looking at the overall market. Are we in a bull trend, or are we sideways, or in a bear trend?
Sure.
And then I decide from there. And I'm researching every week for different stocks. I go over the fundamentals, see what's going on, what stocks are on the move, and from there I just pick the stocks which I like the most on the daily chart. So basically, even if a stock has great fundamentals and the chart looks crappy, I would not trade it. So the decision is made on the technical analysis.
Take precedence first. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Ray? You're more day trading. So yeah, we do have completely different strategies.
We do, but I really appreciate your strategy. I know, and we've talked off camera, about it.
Yeah,
I think I might want to incorporate maybe a swing trade strategy, or maybe like switch more to that. I'm still, you've been doing this way longer than me, right? Like you're six
yeah,
years into it. I'm
yeah,
7, 8 months into it, so I'm still more or less in my testing phase, trying to see what I like, what I don't. But so that
yeah,
might be a route I go to. But yeah, what I do currently, day trade, and I'm a little bit anxious, I guess. I'm more of an anxious trader, so like I'm in and out. Like
yeah.
it could be 30 seconds depending on the move. It could be 5 minutes.
Oh, 30 seconds, that's fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking for that, and I like to be in and out. I don't know, I get real nervous uh
Yeah.
holding it for too long. But maybe I think that might be a good thing for me, like maybe going for more of a swinging style. But like that's what
Yep.
so I mean, I guess as far as like specifics, I trade the ES, the E-mini futures.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
Yeah, I
It
trade
makes sense.
I trade the micro contracts also. I'm not trading with a large account until, I get my feet under me, until I'm like, okay, I'm not gambling out here. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna risk my money.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think size is everything. So you have to start small in order to develop yourself as a trader before you start putting more and more money into
Absolutely.
into the game.
Yeah. So just trying to be prudent from that stance.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm looking for, like when I do trade, because the way I've learned so far and what we do, like I'm trading with market profile. So I'm more or less like I'm trading. I'm looking for like adjustments to inventory. So like maybe when inventory is too long, I'm looking for a short. When inventory is too short or long, just kind of like contrarian trades to inventory,
Yeah.
which is usually playing like the edges of the day. You know what I mean? I don't really, I don't really fiddle too much like in the middle, where like I'll diddle in the middle, like trading.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Only,
but
yeah, go ahead.
so like people probably don't know what is market profile. Do you want to give just a little bit of explanation, because not a lot of people use that?
Right. No. Not a lot of people do use it. I think it's definitely a valuable tool. And I think anyone can gain like a little bit of value from it, even if you trade totally different. Because what's
Yeah.
unique about it is it's looking at the market through the lenses of auction theory. So think of an auction, and so he's bidding this. He's oh, I'll take it for that. And so it's just that we really look at acceptance, where price is being accepted and where price is being rejected, like certain levels. And so that's another trade that I like seeing like at key levels, if there's prices being accepted here or prices being rejected here. And like market profile shows you that, like it through auction theory. So I think it's an interesting way to look at the market. I think it's a very digestible way. I mean, especially for someone who's new into the market. And I think like, I'm very grateful and fortunate to have like JJ's mentoring. And kind of get an idea of like what type of players are in the market and maybe what their agenda is. And I think that's very helpful.
Absolutely, yeah.
Trades to know like, okay, hey, this is what they're lining up to do today. They're building a position here, and because you want to go with them. You know what I mean? I never like you want to go with what the big boys are doing.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I've seen that in the chat with JJ, so it's really valuable what he's teaching there, because I haven't seen such in-depth information, by the way. So it's very, very interesting to see where are the big boys placed and what is really happening there. So that's why I really like the chat room.
Yeah, for sure. And it takes time. I'm still, like I said, I'm still new in my journey. So, I'm excited. It's like, I know if I just stick with it, you know what I mean? Like keep at it, or, going to absorb all this, going to get more consistent, etc. And so, I guess those two things I mentioned is kind of how I go about trading. There's another like setup with market profile, which unless you're familiar with profile, people are not going to know, but it's called like a single print trade. There's a single print. So I'll either, the market loves to fill single prints for whatever reason. And so a lot of times, depending on where the price is, you can short into the single print. Sometimes they short, you can play a bounce off of it, etc. So I'm trying to stick to my more those things I mentioned are like I have a statistical advantage, at least so far, with these trades. And so I want to stick to those because one of my biggest problems, Sylvia, I guess if we want to like talk about what we want to work on going forward, I think one of my biggest is over trading.
Yeah, sure. That's a big issue for everyone, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like some people I find are more conservative in nature, and some people have a hard time actually executing.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. I agree. Some people are very anxious, by the way, so they are really scared to pull the trigger. So I don't have that problem either.
No,
So,
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm, you know, shit, I want to get in there. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, I really had to like admit this to myself, because it's, you know, I guess it's like an ego thing, right? Like, and I think like even going back to poker, I think that's always been like a what's it, like a leak in my game, right? Or like ego, like so coming to trading, I thought like, oh, okay, like I have experience, like
yeah,
you know, risking my money. Like I'm disciplined, I'm patient, like blah blah blah. But like really, I'm sitting here and I'm I've been over trading for months, like commission
yeah,
me alive. And I need to only play the highest probability setups now. That's easier said than done. But
yeah. That's important. I agree.
I just had to get real with myself, honestly. You know, be like, no, like listen, I'm not as patient as I thought. Like I don't have as much discipline as I thought. You know,
Yeah,
I need to just get real with myself, and like, because commissions are killing me. Like, and that's a good thing about trading equities, and that's like something I'm going. You know, I'm already starting to look at.
yeah.
But
No, I definitely agree. I have done that in the past as well, especially day trading. I know that I still day trade, but not that much like in the past. And I absolutely know cannot understand your problems or your issues, because it was same with me, you know. And the point is with me, I I see myself, I'm swing trading, that's really my go-to strategy.
Yeah.
And now, since we are quarantined and we have that coronavirus, everyone is at home, I start to have more time. So I start to get deeper into day trading again, which is not one of my strengths. So yeah, it's the same thing. You have to really be disciplined and think to yourself, okay, is that really a setup which I can take? Is it high probability setup, or is it just something what I want to get in because I'm looking for action?
right,
So
right.
that's the point.
Right. It is, and it's like a fine line because it's so easy to like delude yourself or to trick yourself, like
Yeah,
in the moment when the price is like moving. Like at least that's what I find. It's like I'm looking at a certain level and I'm like, oh shit, like is it gonna, you know, what is it gonna do here, blah blah blah, and then like let me just click it, you know, like
yeah,
I don't know. It's like that in the moment decision making is like really important too, to like keep your head about yourself. Um, and so yeah, that's where I'm at, like as far as that, you know, like, and it's like it's funny because like that was my whole like thing with poker, like because you know I played poker online, and poker online is very high. It's like you play a bunch of different tables. You're always in action. It's always like something's going on, and always like that more than going to the casino, because the casino is more of a patience game. You're like it's slow.
yeah,
You have to fold a lot. You're sitting there, and so like that's what really dawned on me. It was like, okay, I am like just a more high motor person.
yeah. I
And
understand that.
with my account size and like trading futures with there being commissions, I have to employ a patient strategy. I'm really trying to not trade over 3 times a day, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I mean, if I could do one good trade a day, 2 good trades a day, like profitable trades, I'm happy, but I make them count. So it's like when I go in, I got to make it count. Like I could be very, very selective, but when I go in, okay, like this is it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm at. What I want to do going forward. What about yourself, Sylvia? What's something you're looking to improve on?
Yeah, for me it's similar. Well, yeah, a little bit, because this week I started day trading. No, I started trading the week before. It was a good week so far, and like this week is very choppy price action in the market for day trade, for me especially, for what I am trading. And yeah, I started good, then I gave a lot of my profits back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was thinking again, so why I am getting into day trading again, you know. So as far as swing trades, they went very good. So my Doppy trade was good. I closed it with a good profit. So I don't need to day trade.
Yeah.
And that's something what I was thinking all the time. When I know what I'm good at, and this is swing trading, why I'm wasting time and especially mental capital
Yeah.
to day trade? So
Well, why? What's the answer to that? Was just because like we're kind of like trapped in the house right now? It's kind of like
yeah,
is that what it was?
that is that really is the reason, because normally when I if this was not the case right now with the coronavirus, I'm working on some different projects which I love, and I'm traveling a lot. I have some projects in my home country in Bulgaria, so I'm all the time somewhere else, and I love traveling. That's why I don't like to sit in front of the computer and day trade.
Yeah.
But now I have to stay home, you know.
Yeah.
So that makes me day trade. And
Yeah, what else are they do? Yeah, day trade. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. That was funny because you said Bulgaria. It was funny, like in the room, like someone was like, "Oh yeah, Bulgaria? That's right off the turnpike."
People don't know probably where
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
no, I'm like they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, oh,
Exactly.
that's so
Yeah.
good. But okay, all
Yeah,
right.
cool. So I don't know. I think we are so far done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for talking with me. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. Bye.
All right. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of our trading talks, make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment. Thank you.